A very good morning to you. Welcome to the midweek edition of Sports This Morning. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
And I'm Cecilia Morgan. Of course, we're starting with athletics this morning. Arthur Borden talking about a Trinidad and Tobago Olympic medalist. He believes Nigeria has what it takes to actually have up to 10 guys in the top 10 in the world. Now, about 10 Nigerians in the top 50, or even some Nigerians in the top 10 in the world.
Yeah, that's good coming from no one else than Arthur Baldwin. We'll see how far we can go and whether those comments will really come to pass in the nearest future. Let's leave athletics and go to table tennis. And the big one is here. We've been counting down to the days. And of course, the Nigerian Open serves off. Everything begins today. You're going to see our top stars. We gather that a lot of entries have been received. A lot of countries are participating in this year's edition like never before. Top African stars would also be in attendance. It promises to be a very, very exciting tournament.
Absolutely. About 145 tennis players and top 40 in the world. They are all in Lagos for this championship serving up today. Also on the program, we'll go straight to Toronto in Rogers Cup, where you have Novak Djokovic and Stan Wawrinka, both of them moving to the second round of the event.
Yeah, that's where we start today. Stanislas Wawrinka doing the job, beating Nick Kyrgios, a good one for him, and Novak as well doing. But let's start with Novak. Novak Djokovic now, we have learned to take him seriously because of what he did at Wimbledon.
He's still on the injury, yeah.
Won his game against Miza Besic, 6-3, 7-6 at the Rogers Cup in Toronto. An exciting one, and he was supposed to play the Korean Young Chong, but the South Korean pulled out with injury, so the Bosnian stepped into his place. But it didn't matter for Djokovic.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, any opponent you give him, he just did his job. Second set was a bit close.
Yeah,
but
it made to actually work hard.
He was still able to cross the line and do what Djokovic normally does, which is dispatching his opponents, and he did that in style, and that's it. It's true to the second round, and in that second round, he will face Canadian Peter Polansky.
Yeah, and of course, that's home crowd will obviously be behind Polansky. And for Novak Djokovic having to work hard in that second set, 7 a double fault, and of course, he had to force into a tie break. But then knowing Novak Djokovic, he had to dig deep and get that second set, just ensuring that it ends in 2 sets and not having to go into a third one in a tournament that's just 2 sets. A win. Okay, now from Novak Djokovic, you move straight to Stan Wawrinka, who also had to battle before he was able to see the better of Nick Kyrgios. At a point, Nick Kyrgios had to go for some treatment, but then Stan Wawrinka, he knew what he wanted. He had to battle back. The first set, he lost it 1-6, and I was like, is it going to be another, upset for Stan Wawrinka? But somehow, the last 2 sets, 7-5, 7-5. Kyrgios took control of the first match from the start in the first set, and then this treatment he had. But when he got back from this, he tried as much as possible. But then Wawrinka, having a strong service performance in the second set, had to break Kyrgios in the final game of the third to take the match 1-6, 7-5, 7-5.
Without holding brief on Nick, if and what if doesn't count in sports.
Yeah.
But then again, you want to think if that injury didn't happen, the way he dispatched Stanislas in the first set, so clean.
Yeah.
Then the injury came. Even with the injury, 7-5, 7-5 was still very close. And look, when injury hits a top player, you're not going to be at your best immediately. It's going to take, especially when you return to the courts immediately. And I think that's what happened to Nick. That's another young man we expect to see. He's been able to tone down on his
antics,
his bad behavior of some sort, and I'm impressed of late.
Yeah.
A lot of the top stars have said, expect a lot from this Australian, but injuries. And what worries me is at this age, the guys on top were playing, they weren't having this kind of issues. And if you're not winning it now, by the time you're old and the field is stronger, your energy is less, it's going to be more difficult. but good one for Stan. Maybe Stan also we get over the barrier. Roger Federer has crossed over the barrier that age comes with. Nadal has done it. Djokovic has done it now. So we're looking at Stan and Murray. Maybe they were able to cross that barrier, manage their bodies well. But for Nick, he's too young to be having this problem. So I hope his medical team will do whatever
work
needs
on
to be
him.
done, sort it out, so that we can see him at his best. Let's also say Marin Cilic too. Won his
own
game, beat Bonakoric. He went to the 3 sets actually, 6-3, 3-6, 6-1. So he's in the round of 32. That game lasted over 2 hours. So we'll see what happens. That's all about the Rogers Cup.